Okay. So I'm sharing it on Snapchat right now. All right, there y'all have it.
A different one?
We're connected through YouTube. I just send it on Snapchat.
Okay.
Do you want me to send it to you through WhatsApp or what?
No. I just got confused. I thought we were all connecting to the one we were on right now.
No, no, they're not gonna come on Zoom. They're just gonna get connected and watch us.
Oh. Yeah. That's
Okay, so we'll see. People can get connected here. I think we lost Neil there. Neil, ¿estás ahí?
Sí, aquí estoy, estaba chequeando el Snapchat y ya está el link.
Ah,
Ya,
ok, ok.
ya se puede meter uno, sí se oye.
Muy bien.
Neil, ¿estás ahí?
Ok, vamos a ver si se pueden conectar alguna racita y nos vamos a ir live con un tema para hoy y podemos hacer nuestras meetings por aquí. Ok, ¿pueden ver ustedes a las personas que se están conectando o no? We have one viewer there that just came on. No, no sé quién sea because I'm not.
Es Karina.
5 viewers now.
Is that Janet? Is that you, Janet?
Well, no, they're not gonna be able to answer you. But you have to see them on the.
No, es Karina. Se
Oh,
metió en Snapchat.
en el Zoom. Okay.
Hey, no, it's because I see somebody on a Galaxy J7 Prime. That's not Janet?
Yeah, but
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, it's me.
Hold on, I'm going to tell the Capetillos for the girls to go on the YouTube.
Hey, I just removed Janet. It's because she's not supposed to join on Zoom. She's supposed to join just through YouTube.
Yeah, let me give them the other one.
Yeah. Yeah, did you just send the Zoom address to everyone?
No, not to everyone, but to some people.
No, we don't
But
want.
I already corrected it. I just hadn't told Janet and Josh.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, just send the YouTube one. We want to welcome everyone that's getting connected there on YouTube. All right, we're trying to straighten this up. We want to welcome you guys to the Junkyards live stream here. We're trying to figure it out to get everyone connected. And so if you want to send that YouTube link to the rest of the Junkyard crew so everyone can get connected and we can get you guys set up here.
Okay, I already sent it to them.
Great. Okay, good. We have some people on here now. I just don't know how to see who all is on here, but we do have people on. So basically, we want to welcome you guys to the junkyard here tonight, and we wanted to take this time to speak with you guys on today's going to be our moment of devotional. So we have Norma here, we have Neil here as well, and so what we want to do is speak with you guys for a little bit and let you guys know a few things happening with the junkyard. So you guys can comment here on the YouTube video so that we can know who's here, and so that also we can know some of you guys' comments and concerns, and so and we want to be able to connect with you and interact with you through here. All right, so Norma, you want to say what's up next?
Yes. So someone was sending me a question. Hi guys, how are y'all doing? I hope you are doing well. We missed you guys. It's a little crazy everything that's going on, but I thank God for our Pastor Jared's life that's moving all this stuff. I'm not great with technology, but you guys are. Yeah, I should be able to connect easily on this. Hopefully we can get a lot of people, a lot of you guys to connect on this. I know that a lot of y'all are probably busy with school stuff at home, but that's not a reason why we should lose contact. And just like we're so close when we're in person, with that closeness, that unity, it should still continue. In fact, we should get closer in moments like these. It's like when you're going through hard stuff, that you get tighter with the people that you're close to because you're all going through it together. So I hope y'all are doing good. I hope y'all not going crazy at home. And I hope that all y'all can join tonight with us in this chat.
Okay. Thank you, Norma. Neil, we got Neil here, pastoring juniors, seniors, together with Karina. You guys want to say a little what's up to our viewers out there, and then we'll continue. Adelante, Neil.
Yeah, I just wanted to say hi to everybody. Once again, we kind of taking advantage of this whole social media stuff. I'm not 100% used to it, but it's great. It's great. Just using these different apps and to stay connected with you guys and to say hi, and we've been praying for you guys, and anything that you need, just give us, let us know. Whatever you guys having trouble, understanding and comprehending about the whole situation. You can ask your parents, but also you can get connected through Snapchat and through Zoom, and just kind of fellowship over using the different apps. And just want to welcome everybody to get connected. There's a couple guys that haven't been connected in Snapchat, like Giselle and Alexis. Alexis, ya les he mandado mensajes, pero si ustedes pueden hablar con ellos, let them know that we are getting, connected, and we're doing, discipleship using this media app, and just want you, nomás déjenme saber eso, y esperemos que todos nos podamos conectar al mismo tiempo y tener también un momento en que podamos apoyarnos unos a otros.
All right, yeah. So thank you for that, Neil. And what we want here today is basically we wanted to join with you guys and speak about our fears and insecurities with everything happening. It's normal to feel afraid or to feel doubtful or insecure whenever we're walking on unknown territory, right, or something that we didn't expect. And many times, a lot of the message that we give maybe from the church in general is that, hey, you shouldn't be afraid. But, sometimes these kind of things can make us feel afraid. And being afraid is a normal feeling, a normal emotion in us. And so we just want to learn today that we can cast our fears on God, right? And we can, because He can give us rest, and it's not that we need to try to hide that we're afraid or try to hide that maybe we feel a little concerned with what's happening, and that's what we want, right? We want to speak about this. So um, just to let you know about a little bit, to make it personal on how I feel about it, with this situation, I feel, what, if something happens to me, I feel like I'm not that old, but I feel like I've gotten to live, I've gotten to enjoy life. God has really allowed me to have a lot of good things. And so I feel like, if I happen to go, I feel like I got to enjoy enough, but one of my greatest concerns or fears is that I want to look out for my wife, for my kids, because I feel that they're really little and they're just beginning, and and you guys from the junkyard, y'all are young, and so that's one of my things. How am I going to care for those little people in my life, or how am I going to care for my family? So I feel like I need to really try to take care of myself and be safe, because I would like them to get that life, to live that life. And so that's some of the things that I'm feeling and that I'm dealing with all this, right? How can I keep my kids safe? I want to keep them protected. I want to, as a dad, I feel that I need to protect my family. So what's the best way for me to do that? And so that's some of the things that kind of concern me, that kind of make me fear a little bit. Norma, I don't know what some of the things that you're dealing with this. What are some of the concerns or things that maybe you're facing? Because I feel that it's important for also the junkyarders to know that it's okay for them to feel that way. It's like a normal thing in us, right? So I'll open up for you to share.
Well, I gotta say, that I've been trying to keep a positive attitude, but at the same time, I realized that I was not just keeping a positive attitude, but I was kind of ignoring the severity of what's going on. And I like to play a lot, like the means that's in, but it's because I realize, when I hear the news, that people that are really exposed to it, or people like are my dad's age, and people that are over 60 and that are diabetic, and I'm like, my dad's over 60 and is diabetic, and so I get concerned that I'm still going to work, and there's people that come in and they're all like, coughing or all in my space, and I disinfect right away, and I'm afraid that I'm going to bring something home without realizing it, and expose my family, because they still have me come there. First they had said that I was unessential. They gave me a laptop and a hot spot to work from home, but then they asked me to go ahead and come in, and I was kind of happy when they said to go home, because I'm like, well, that way I'm gonna be safe from the world. My parents are gonna be safe. It's not gonna be my fault if I bring something home because I keep going out. But God just kind of started dealing with me and saying, hey, your faith, your calmness, your peace, it's something that you're supposed to transmit to the people that don't have that at work. You're supposed to show um, that that you trust me, that you have me, and not that, oh, everything's fine, there's nothing wrong with me, like nothing's happening, but to it's an opportunity to show what we're really about, what we really believe in, and not just worry about me and mine. And it's just kind of hard, to not do that, to continue doing what God has called us to do, and taking care of your family. And I just hear a lot of crazy stuff because the people that I work with have to help the police. We've had to put our work on hold and help the police execute that order because a lot of people aren't closing down the places like they're supposed to. So a lot of people have been coming in angry and just crazy stuff that you never thought would happen. It's happening. Like I said, it seems like it's a movie. It's crazy, but um, it helps me a lot. Like last night that we were doing a live session from the church on Facebook, and when you were praying, our family, we all grabbed hands together, and we could feel the presence of God in the middle of everything going on. And it was awesome to connect with the family of God and know that everybody's thinking about each other. We're all praying for one another, and that we have hope and faith that all this is going to pass, and we're going to be able to get together again, congregate again, worship together, fellowship together. But yeah, it is a little scary. I'm like, man, what if this is it? I was running in a little late to work today, and I texted one of the managers. I said, hey, I'm running a little late, and he said, hey, time doesn't matter when we're in the apocalypse. And that's when he texted me, and I was like, whoa, that's funny, but at the same time, it's not. And but no, I thank God because He's good. But I'm not gonna lie, it is a little scary.
Alrighty. So, Neil, what about you? What are some things that you're feeling with this or dealing with?
Well, it's different for me because I have I don't know, but I have this peace over me to just kind of understand the whole situation and see the whole purpose of this, or the whole pandemic. Just staying home with my dad, and I'm sorry, with my family. Uh, we just it's being a blessing. Just kind of like take it day by day and do a lot of stuff that we don't used to do. Just kind of chill and do devotionals together and pray together. Clean the house. The small stuff like that. Just you know. You start valuing more time with your family, and sometimes you don't have that when you're just going up and down and then going different directions. And I think that's what God is showing me right now in ministry. It's just giving me the peace and the comprehension that he doesn't, he's not confined by any sickness or disease that goes around the world. He's still in charge. He's still in charge of our lives. He still provide for us. He still heals. He's the same God as yesterday and today, and I think that's why He just giving me such security over my life and my family's life, that He is in charge, and I think it's going to play a great blessing just being with my family and just kind of just take it day by day, like the Bible teaches us to do.
All right, thank you there, Neil. So basically, what I'm trying to get across to you guys is that um, it's it was meant to be for us by God to be able to come to Him and express whenever we're feeling um, maybe afraid, or whenever we feel doubts, and so I just want to let you guys know that it's not a sin to feel that way, right? And that we can come and find rest in God. Um, so we want to take this moment uh, to go ahead and speak over you guys a little bit and bring this topic um, to you guys because it's something where um, some of you guys may be dealing with anxiety or with fear, of what's going to happen. Some of you guys may be bummed out because um, this came to interfere and interrupt maybe things that you had planned and stuff like that, or maybe you feel afraid that maybe you're not going to get to, if this really takes off, what's going to happen next? You're not going to get to enjoy life, or, and so we can bring those things to God. If we read the book of Psalms, we see how David, many times, he feels afraid, he feels discouraged, he feels worried. And a lot of it is just him expressing to God how he feels. And we want to do that. We want to be a place where we can be safe and express how we feel, and we can, but we don't want to do it in a form of like blaming God, blaming others, and being so afraid like we have no hope. But we want to be having a place where we can come and speak to God, and we can have a group like this where we can speak of how we feel, and the things that we're dealing with, and we can find refuge in God. The Bible says that we can cast all our fears and our anxiety upon Him, and He will give us rest. And that's really where it lies at. And so um, we don't want you to think that church or youth group or the junkyard is a place where you have to show that you're not afraid, where you have to show that you're okay in every area. So if right now maybe you're dealing with, man, I'm not sure with all this, what's happening, or maybe you're not sure about your salvation, you're not sure about how you are with God, we want to help you in that area. It is a good time. Times like this make us check ourselves. They make us check the reality of where we stand. And so, maybe you need to take this moment right now to get right with God and to say, hey, you know what, I need to be sure that I'm walking, in a way that pleases God, that my heart is given to Him. I need to be sure of my salvation. So these moments like this, they help us in those areas. A lot of times, if it wasn't for times like this, we wouldn't be able to. So number one is that we can bring how we feel to God. We can be open and honest about it. I want you guys to know that you can feel like that with me, with Norma, with Neil, Karina, with whoever it may be, part of the staff here. If you feel like you can come out and you can come and say, you know what, this is how I feel. But we want you to be able to to open yourself like that. So number one is that you can come with us with that, come to us with that, and most of all, you can go to God with that. Um, so and I don't know if y'all have anything to say with that. We'll go to Norma first, then to Neil. As far as how we feel, we can be open with that, and we can bring it to someone from the team.
Absolutely. I think that's something that I'm very fortunate to feel like I can talk to God, and that was telling us on our talk in Snapchat, that she was just kind of bummed out and kind of confused. This is her senior year, and I like that she opened up to us, and just like she opened up to us, you can do the same with God. It brings a lot of relief when you just let it all out. And there's not a safer, better person you can let it all out than with God. Because God understands you. He's patient with you if you're throwing a fit or a tantrum, if you're afraid, or if you just wanted to talk to him like God, letting him know how you feel, the situation. Um, so I most definitely, would encourage you guys that if you are feeling kind of, you have anxiety or you panic, that you would take this time and talk it out with God, moments with yourself in your room. If you have your siblings there with you, like Angel has Aaliyah, or, Danny and Luis and y'all's little brother Anthony, that y'all can come together with your siblings, and pray together. This is the time to do that. Um, and I think we're very blessed to have a God that not only that we can lean on, but he carries us, so sometimes we don't even need to walk. He holds us, he lets us know that, like Neil was saying, that he's the one in control. He hasn't stopped being in control, so I'm grateful to God that while in my humanity, I can feel uncertainty. I can feel a little afraid. Uh, you know, Something happening to my parents. I know that even if it did, he's still God, and my parents are in his hands no matter what happens, and whether it's my time or their time, he is God, and he's a good God. So, um, yeah, I'm very, very grateful to God to have times, because having God when everything's cool is great, but I gotta say, man, when crazy things are happening, it's amazing to feel God's hand, to feel His presence, you know, to feel that the world may not be okay, but that we're okay because God is with us while we're in this world. So, most definitely speaking to God is a big one when we're going through things like this.
Okay, Neil.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. And then Jared was mentioning about Psalms, about how David, confronted God and asked God, on those fearness, or getting away from King Saul. He was asking God, hey, tengo miedo, protégeme, ¿qué debo de hacer? ¿Por qué me has escogido a mí si no me vas a proteger? Teniendo miedo de la muerte, de todo lo que le estaba pasando alrededor de ellos. Y yo pienso que así debemos de hacer con Dios, Él quiere mirar la transparencia. He wants us to be us and ask Him, why, if I feel this way, why I'm feeling this way, God, can you help me with these thoughts? Can you help me with the way I've been thinking? Give me the freedom to be able to think the truth. So sanctify me with you through, with you, con lo que tú dices en tu palabra. Y yo pienso que, en estos momentos de worriedness y preocupaciones y todo lo que está pasando, when we check out the media, everything that's going on around right now, a veces, ponemos nuestras mentes y nomás empezamos a pensar, cosas, terribles que están pasando, y eso se nos hace una rutina de pensar, todas las cosas que están pasando en el mundo, y alrededor de nosotros, pero eso quiere Dios que nosotros podamos ir hacia Él y poder dejar todos esos pensamientos y decirle, Dios, ayúdame con esto, si estoy pasando con anxiety, or if I'm feeling a little bit depressed or self-unmotivated, God, help me with this. I take it to you because you're the one who's gonna give me, the answer. You're the one who's gonna give me clarity over my life, and y a veces, con lo que está pasando alrededor de nosotros, nos encierra y no podemos mirar todo lo que Dios está generando y el purpose that God is doing, through all this virus and lo que está pasando en el mundo. So yeah, that's I totally agree on what you guys been saying.
All right, good. So also the other thing is that we want to help anybody who maybe feels like they're not right with God, or maybe they feel insecure about their status with God, and we can be honest with that. You know what I mean? There's nothing worse than like trying to appear like you feel okay, but you're not in your walk with God. And so um, let's speak a little on that. I mean, what are something that if somebody maybe, first of all, I can think that if you're a junior or a senior, maybe you want to connect with Neil and Karina. Those guys are the ones that they're pastoring that age group. So, maybe you come to them and say, hey, I feel like maybe I don't feel secure. I don't, the Bible says that whoever has the Son has life. And if you have the Son, if you have Jesus, you can know that you have eternal life. It doesn't mean that, it doesn't say that you that hopefully you have it, or that you know you have a certain chance. It says that you can be sure that you have that. And so maybe get with those guys, and maybe they can pray with you, help you out. And certainly, I'm here if anybody wants to speak as well. But maybe if you're from that age group 12 to 15, you can get with Norma or one of those leaders, and say, hey, I feel like maybe I need this. And I know those groups are going to be meeting separately at times as well, but we like to also have a meeting with everybody like this. And so what are some things, I guess, Norma, there, if somebody's feeling maybe that their status with God, they're not too sure about it, or they feel insecure, in this time? Hola, mijo.
Jared, I'm sorry, kind of cut off there at the end. What were you asking?
I was asking that what can they
Their
do?
status?
Yeah, of getting there right with God.
Well, I remember growing up, I would hear my dad preach and him say about how there were perfect moments where we would not make empty promises, but make certain commitments to God that God had been tugging at our hearts, things that we should have been started doing, or things that we should have stopped doing. And I think that this is a great time to be serious and look at our lives and where we stand with God. And I would say, that if you're a young man, young lady, that you like going to church, you like your friends in the junkyard, but you really haven't, in your heart that you really haven't taken it seriously, your relationship, your commitment, just like you commit to a sport that you really like, to your hobbies that you really like, that you're going to connect with certain friends to play a game together, that you don't miss it for anything, and it bothers you when anybody interrupts you or interferes with your plans, that you would decide to make plans for God. That you would decide that, that you would tell God, God, I know that I haven't taken my relationship with you seriously like I should, that I haven't made, commitments. I haven't included you in the hobbies part of my life. You know, um, you're just in the part where I go to church, but when I get home, when I go to school, you know, you're really not part of that. That we would make promises to God, that we would make certain commitments to God, and start being serious about our faith, and to ask God for forgiveness, that it takes something to scare us into getting closer to Him when He's wanted to have a relationship with us all along. So I would say to take this moment to be real, to be totally 100% real with God and with yourself, and if you need to ask God for forgiveness, for us to be humble and ask God for forgiveness. And if we can't see anything wrong with our life, to ask God to open our eyes, our understanding to what we can't see, what we can't understand. Sometimes it bothers us when people tell us, hey, esto no está bien, this isn't right. And we get mad and you're like, stop judging me, only God can judge me and all this stuff. But I would say that we would humble ourselves and ask God, God, please open my eyes and my understanding to the things in my life that don't please you, the things in my life that offend you. I don't want to offend you. I don't want to hurt your heart. I don't want to hurt your feelings. But help me open my eyes, give me understanding. The word says that we ask, we're going to receive, but sometimes we don't ask God for understanding. We don't ask God to open our eyes. We don't ask God, for more of Him, more of what He wants, more of understanding of His will and His purpose. That if we've been selfish and we just ask God, God, help me because, I'm scared, or help me with these grades, homeschool is hard, I don't want to fail. Or it's all about us and what we wanted and we're mad, because of how this is affecting us, and we haven't thought about, maybe God, if you're making me stop and have all this extra time, maybe you wanted to put a pause in my life right now so I could see what you want me to see, but I don't see it. So I would definitely say that if God is giving you the extra time to see things, for us not to be blind to it, to ask God to help us see what He wants us to see in these moments.
All right. So, Neil, if somebody's struggling there with, if they feel like they're not right with God or they feel insecure in that area, what is something that you could tell people in this matter?
Yeah, I think about a month and a half, before this virus started hitting the U.S. So hard, like right now. People in the U.S. didn't realize that, you know, que el mundo no estaba, que el mundo nunca puede estar en control de tu vida, y a veces pensamos que el mundo, es perfecto, que nuestra vida está perfecta por lo que nos está pasando, todo está bien, todo va bien en la escuela, mi familia está bien, I have everything that I need to be able, to able to go to school, to able to go out with my friends, I have the latest technology, I have clothes, y cuando vienen estas cosas en tu vida, como que te hace reflejar, como you kind of reflect on it, and then you say, wow, man, el mundo, se puede cambiar de un momento al otro, la situación que podemos vivir en nuestras vidas, it can get twisted, like, from one day to another, y, cuando no estamos cerca de Dios, eso nos puede impactar tanto que podemos decir, wow, todas estas veces que he ido a la iglesia, todas esas veces que he estado con mis amigos en la iglesia y afuera de la iglesia, empiezas a reflejar y decir, man, esto se puede acabar de un día para otro, y esto es la parte de la vida que vivimos aquí en este mundo. Y cuando no tenemos una relación tan segura con Dios, no tenemos una relación tan pegada a Dios, eso te puede afectar mucho y las consecuencias de eso, empiezas a tener pensamientos que te pueden llevar a ansiedad o a depression o self-motivation, y te puedes quedar con esa duda, pero Dios es un Dios de oportunidad, and He always gives us a second chance. Cuando las cosas que vienen a nuestras vidas, Dios está ahí y está como Normita decía, the Bible teaches that if you knock, He's gonna open. If you're sick, He's gonna find us. Y es lo que Él espera. Ese es el momento que siempre ha esperado para que nosotros nos reconciliemos con Él. Él ya se reconcilió con el mundo, ahora espera a Él que nosotros hagamos ese commitment, y puede ser, a través de estas circunstancias, a través de otras circunstancias que él puede usar, pero siempre estará Él presente y siempre estará ahí Él para darnos una segunda oportunidad. Y esperemos que, si tú estás con bien, great, go for it, stay connected with Him, trust Him all the way. Pero si no estás bien tú con Él, todo es en que tú abras esa boca, and then you declare and ask for forgiveness, and then you just say, man, ¿cómo todo este tiempo te hice miss? ¿Cómo todo este tiempo no pude mirar tu grandeza, tu poder? Ahora quiero tener una relación contigo, ahora quiero conocerte realmente por quién eres. Ahora yo no espero a que mis padres no me van a llevar a la iglesia o yo no voy a esperar a si va a haber otro servicio en la iglesia. Yo voy a buscarte porque yo quiero saber quién eres realmente. Y esta es una oportunidad que Dios nos da, y también, it helps right now to just be able to reflect, and if no has perdonado a alguien, if you haven't forgiven somebody, ask for forgiveness, ask God for forgiveness, and then ask that person for forgiveness. And I think a blessing that we have a merciful God that can help us, overcome this situation.
All right, good guys. I think that wraps up our time today on this Junkyard Live. And what we want is, maybe you were able to tune into this, maybe you weren't, but maybe you want to hear this video and pass it on. But it really is for you, and we want, we're all dealing with this situation. Some of us are at different stages in life, but wherever you're at, you can bring that to God. Wherever you're feeling, how you're feeling, we can bring that to God, and we don't need to wonder if we're saved, if we're gonna be with God for eternity. When things finish, we don't have to hope that maybe we uh, got it right, or we don't have to hope for the best. And we can be sure. The Bible tells us that we can be assured, that God is in control, and that He holds us in His hands, and that we're with Him. And so, we have a team here that you can reach out to and that you can connect with. And so we're going to keep coming at you in these platforms. And so, we look forward to you guys interacting together with you guys. And God bless you guys. And God bless you, Neil, Norma, and, here from the Junkyard team. God bless you guys all. And we'll see y'all on the next one.
God bless you guys. We love you.
God bless you guys, and see you guys later. And hasta luego.